Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm LadySmitan, and today we are doing a speed build video on the plot called Rustic Residence that is in Windenburg. It had a small little starter home on, which I bulldozed to build this house instead. I kept the name though because it suits the type of house that I've built. It's sort of like, kind of like an American farmhouse, I suppose, even though it's in Windenburg, and I should have probably tried to build something a bit more European, but I just started building. I didn't really have a plan in mind, just started making stuff and it evolved as I went along, and I was just doing it to suit a family rather than the area. So anyway, the family that I had in mind are the Cartwright family, which are Olivia's parents and her brother, who we are going to meet at some point in my Life of Riley Let's Play. They are Riley's grandparents and uncle. They're already uploaded on the gallery if anyone wanted to download the family. I've put it up there for my own sanity in case I ever lost my file again, but it's there if anyone else wants to play with them. And I've sort of styled this home a bit old-fashioned to suit the parents, because I wanted it to be almost like they inherited it from their parents, and it's got like lots of old furniture, lots of antique pieces in. Sort of keeps in time with all of that stuff, was my idea anyway. And it's 3 bedrooms, which you'll see as we go through. There'll be the bedroom that's styled towards the parents, the bedroom that's styled towards the brother, who I will explain a little bit about because we haven't met him yet. So I guess it's kind of spoilers, but whatever, it'll all be good. And then there's also Olivia's old bedroom, which obviously she doesn't use anymore because she's moved out and is all grown up and stuff, whereas her brother is a little bit slower in development. He is actually her older brother. He just hasn't progressed as much as she has, even though she sort of is a bit of a flop at things and never quite commits to stuff. He's worse, so you know, whoops. Her parents, I'm also going to have to, I guess, do a little bit of a spoiler, but if you've seen the family on the gallery, there's kind of spoilers in the storyline there in the little description, so it's not that bad. And anyway, I'll go into it in better detail in the episode that we meet them in, when Riley meets them. And for the people who haven't seen this, then they'll know in that video, and then for the people who don't see that video, they'll know from this video, blah 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 blah. So, I'll explain the family. She has a mother who was in the culinary career. She got to level 8 and then retired because she's older now and she wants to, you know, enjoy her life before, like, and not just work all the time before, you know, comes to an end, sadly. And so she loves cooking. She's kind of a bit interfering when it comes to Riley, even though Riley is technically Derek and Evan's daughter before Olivia's daughter, sort of like in legal terms at the moment, because she was a surrogate mother kind of thing, is like the storyline that I have. So, but she's still interfering because it's her granddaughter, it's her only grandchild, and she's very family oriented and all that sort of stuff. The grandfather is called Patrick. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the name. Her name is Susan. So it's Susan and Patrick Cartwright, and Patrick was a writer. He was very well known in the journalist branch of the writing career. He got up to about level 8 as well, but he had to retire, and not because he wanted to, but they started to notice that he was making mistakes, he was getting a bit clumsy, he was forgetting things a lot, and like even at home they were starting to notice things like that, so they had to sort of force him into retirement because he wasn't keeping up with the rest of the people in like the, I don't know, newspaper, the industry, whatever you want to call it. And that is because he is showing the early signs of dementia, which is sort of a storyline that I want to explore within Riley's life. It doesn't really affect Riley too much at the moment because his traits right now are genius, clumsy, and childish, so he's sort of got aspects of like her sort of interests, so she doesn't really see it as a bad thing. She sort of just like goes along with it. It's cool by her because it just means her granddad spends loads of time with her doing the things she likes, so she hasn't really clicked that it's unusual, whereas obviously it's a bit harder for Olivia and for her mum to see it happening, and he's a little bit clumsier, he's getting a little bit like forgetful about things and like leaving ovens on and all that kind of stuff, so he needs to be monitored quite a lot, which is also kind of why Susan ended up retiring, to keep an eye on him. So that's that thought of aspect of everything. It seems that I've lost some footage partway through recording, so if this skips randomly, I'm sorry. Also, if I'm less normal sounding, it's because my boyfriend is now in my room on my bed playing Stardew Valley He is listening to music to try and make me feel less awkward, but I don't. So even though he can't hear me, I still feel a bit weird. So yeah, we're gonna do best we can. Hopefully he can't hear any of this and I don't have to feel weird later on. Anyway, the only bit of footage that seems to be missing is some wallpapering of the outside of the house and maybe like fence work and that kind of thing. So we have the interior part of the house, which I kept very oldie country for the most part because it's meant to be sort of a farmhouse and suit the older type of sim. Sorry, keep pausing, keep getting nervous that you can hear me. So yeah, it's like very oldie and farmhouse, lots of browns, lots of like greys, touches of green here and there. But yeah, I just tried to make it nice and homey, sort of how I tend to make all of my houses, with like lots of clutter and that kind of stuff. I keep saying like, sorry. I keep losing my train of thought as well because I'm distracted. This is super awkward. Anyway, I have another one to record after this, so hopefully I'll be more confident that it's not that weird when I get to it. He doesn't watch my videos, so he doesn't know my general commentary over this sort of stuff. Oh yeah, I went for touches of blue in this room because I thought it looked quite nice. I thought it went well with the panelling and stuff, so I like that. And I was trying to fit a piano into the living room because lots of the family are musically inclined. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The dad knows piano, guitar, and I think a bit of maybe violin, and he taught the children, so that's sort of what I was going with there. That was his office space. I don't know if there was footage of that being decorated. It must have been, surely. Maybe not. I don't know. I seem to have lost footage somewhere. I apologise for that. But you get to see everything in screenshots later on. Anyway, that area is, I'm just messing around with for ages, trying to make shelves work at one point, so sorry if that's boring to watch. Lots of random clutter, lots of farmy based items to make it look more like an old farmhouse that's been handed down generation to generation. If I pause every now and again, it's also because I'm taking a sip of water because my mouth is super dry now that I'm extra nervous. He seems completely distracted and has no idea what I'm on about, which is great, but I keep having to just have a quick look over to make sure. Awkward. Also slightly jealous that he's playing Stardew Valley on my PS4, so, you know, wish I was playing it too. Very awesome game. I probably should get it on the PC and maybe do a let's play of it at some point. It probably won't be as popular by the time I get around to doing that though, but really really good game. Would recommend. Very awesome. Replayed it a couple of times already as well. Have never got to like the end of like the year 3 evaluation thing, which I probably should, but I keep restarting because I learn, oh, I've done that wrong, so restart, do it again. So yep, as you can see, living room, yellows, browns, grey colours. Trying to do like you see it a lot in American farmhouses where they have seats on the front porch. Not very much a thing that happens in England because we don't really have like farmhouses with front porches and stuff. Not that I know of anyway, but I think it looks really cute, so I was trying to do that sort of thing at the front. We end up moving that couch to the back of the house though and just get another small chair for the front because I couldn't get the coffee table to work with the chairs and the steps. It just sort of was awkward, so we moved that to the back. Fits in a bit better. And yeah, so probably should explain maybe a bit about the uncle. He's the only one I haven't talked about so far. So his Riley's uncle, obviously, Olivia's brother, older brother as I said, he is in the criminal career, but obviously his family don't know that, and he's a bit of a kleptomaniac. He robs a lot of things. He likes the thrill of stealing and all that kind of stuff. He's just a little bit, you know, he's not a good guy in that respect. He's not a bad person. He just hasn't quite found anything to keep him on the straight and narrow in his life yet, so he's a bit of a player with women, like doesn't really care about anyone but himself kind of thing. He loves Riley a lot. He likes being an uncle, but he doesn't really care about anyone else. He moved back in with his parents after he'd lived in the city for a while on his own, but that didn't work out because obviously, you know, stealing isn't always going to pay the rent when you, like, if you get caught and stuff. So he moved back to the country with his family, back to Windenburg, back into a small room, which, like, is sort of, he's made it all grimy and gross, which you'll see in a bit, which I'm actually excited for the Vampires game pack, because if you haven't seen it in the live stream, they showed a little bit of like grimy wallpaper and cracks in the walls and cobwebs and stuff, so that's gonna be awesome for doing some future decorating. I could add that to his room, make it look a bit gross, so I might do that. But yeah, it's grimy, it's messy, it's full of like workout stuff and a computer for his career and all that kind of thing, and lots of music posters from when he was younger. Olivia's room is designed around when she was a teenager as well, and obviously she's moved out since then, but they've just kept the room there. So Riley can use it, I guess, when she visits, because she might sleep over sometime in the future. It's not a gardening space, because it was meant to be like a farmhouse, so I thought they'd have some sort of gardening type area. And I thought it could be a good hobby for Patrick to have, now that he's losing his mind a little bit. Which is only very early stages, so it's not like too bad at the moment, but we will be progressing with that storyline and seeing what happens. I had a lot of problems with the master bedroom because I didn't make it big enough, so we adjusted one bathroom to make it fit so I could make the bed fit better. And I'm actually much happier with the layout now. I did like having the interesting shaped rooms and blah blah blah, but this is much better for the actual function of the house, so they can actually use it. If you want to download this house, it is on my gallery. It's Rustic Residence is the name. I can't remember how much it cost, probably a lot. I don't remember if I gave it lot traits when I uploaded it or if I gave it lot traits afterwards for my gameplay. Sorry about that, can't remember. I can't even remember what lot traits I think I gave it, so whoops. But yeah, losing train of thought a lot. Olivia's bedroom, you might want to like, it's obviously Olivia and her brother's bedroom. I'm not going to reveal his name yet, but we will meet him in probably either the next episode or the episode after that of Life of Riley, so go over to see them when they're uploaded if you want to learn more about him. I should also mention that I didn't make the brother, he was made for me by my friend Irish Simmer. This is his bedroom that I'm making now, the grimy bedroom, like with the gross floor and the gross walls. Just, you know, unlooked after because he doesn't really care about that kind of stuff. And his like parents obviously don't go in his room because he's an adult, so they haven't seen sort of the state that he's got it in at the moment. And I imagine if there was smoking and such in The Sims that he would smoke a lot, so it would be like, you know, stains on the wall from that and on the carpet from that kind of thing. All the interruptions today, it's just stressing me out. My mum just came in, I can't be too mad, she gave me an Oreo mini ice cream, so thanks mum. And then the cat came in, and my boyfriend is still in my bed, and my dad's making noise in the hallway, so, you know, great recording time. I really picked the best day to do this, and I have another one to do, but I don't want to have weeks and weeks between videos again. Back to the build anyway. Small little hallway decoration, because they're often left bland, and that's not good. You shouldn't have it all bland and stuff. It should have something in to make it look part of the house, part of the scheme. Lots of clutter in the brother's room. I keep wanting to say his name, but then I remembered I said I'm not gonna reveal him until the next episode because he's like a character specially made for me and for my Let's Play, so I want to like make a like highlight episode of him or something, I guess, sort of an introductory episode. Blah, 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 blah. And this is Olivia's bedroom, which is the last bedroom, probably. I think the last room, yeah, in the build, so we will be coming up to screenshots after I've done this one. If you've seen like previous build videos for Life of Riley, or you've seen previous episodes of Life of Riley, then you know Olivia's sort of tastes, and she's very colourful, she's a bit of a hippie, she's into meditation and sort of like incense and all that kind of stuff. Travelling, she travelled a lot after she finished high school. I think she started college, but I don't think she finished college, was sort of what I went with. She is an artist, so I gave her the easel and the like floor protecting sheet thing, which is covered in paint. You might be able to hear my boyfriend giggling in the background because he's watching videos on his phone. Sorry if you can hear all that stuff. Awkward. I can't really edit that out either, so never mind. Some fairy lights and stuff, thought that'd be cute, very colourful, very bright room because it suits Olivia's personality to a T, and sort of like Riley is taking on aspects of her mum's personality in creativity and the colours and stuff that she likes, and she likes animals and things as well. And I was wrong. I just keep saying and as well, I'm very sorry for that. This is the back garden area that I do in the end of the video. Is like, this is the end nearly, so there will be screenshots and you can stop listening to me be awkward and I can stop feeling awkward just for this video anyway, because I have to do another one, so that'll be nice. Just some random overgrown bits of like wildflowers and things. and here are the screenshots. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is up on my gallery if you'd like to download this house. Thank you very much for anyone who watches or comments or subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.